Okay. TSL bot is connected. You need to open your doors first. Remember, the throttle on here is 0 is full dynamic brake, 50 is neutral, 100 is 100% full throttle. So if you want to put a little bit of twonk, put the throttle on. Okay, let's try that again. BNSF at the moment, when you do wipers on, it only actually wipes one pass anyway. I don't quite know why, but it seems like a low priority bug to fix. Copper up melt. The idea is that it will do that. I just haven't got round to doing that yet. In fact, it is supposed to be doing that. Right, there you go, folks. Let's see if we can actually make it this time. The train moved because someone put full throttle on. You have access to ! Bell now as well. Bell on and bell off. And it also is rate limited. The horn is rate limited. Oops. Oops. No, what? What's going on here? That's what I wanted. Let me change that. Right, all passengers on board. It's time to get going. 100% throttle. Really, folks? 100% throttle. So your first station is West Norwalk in 16 miles. All you got to do then between now and then is obey the speed limits if possible. Remember, it's dynamic brake below on the lower quadrant. Not you need to use the train brake if you want to apply actual air brakes. Oh, I hope to say that I am sitting back and relaxing and enjoying the ride. You will also find I've also limited it. You can't put 100% on the brakes anymore. The most it will let you do is 90%. DCG Steve, shall we sit back and have a tea? I think so. Not really getting very far with the brakes on. Hello. Speed's going nutty now. So in case anyone's wondering, I can't run Amtrak trains on this kind of thing because I can't trust you all not to trash them. Does the virtual throttle move in game when someone commands it to? It does. As soon as you press enter, it will get actioned instantly. Have I recovered from the weekend away? I have indeed, Gouger. I had Sunday to recover. Slept in nice and late. If we throw the train off the track on the bridges, it currently crashes the game. Well, I don't think that's really a problem. I mean, if all everyone ends up wanting to do is crash the trains, then we won't do it anymore, to be blunt. Well, what I want to do is get to something. It's going to take me a bit longer to get this, but I want to set up a series of short scenarios and then have a kind of set of league tables, and then like 10-minute scenarios each, have teams, and then the teams compete to complete the scenario and are scored in career mode, and then the objective is to see at the end of the battle, if you like, who has actually done the best in there, to encourage people to actually drive sensibly. That's going to take a bit more setting up, though. We still got a positive score, though. You know, let's focus on what's good, what's going well. Can there be a prize for the winning team? Possibly. Anything's possible. Yeah, I don't know why the throttle at the moment is being difficult. It's supposed to be minus 100 to plus 100, but it's just being difficult. Trainboy, do I get whispers? No, I don't get whispers because I'm not using the web-based chat. I'm using a chat application, and it doesn't do the whispers. Need to send me anything? Send me a Twitch message. I have put rate limiters now on the horn and the bell, so you can individually do the horn, I think, once every 60 seconds, and then the horn itself can be operated every 30 seconds. So you can only do it every 60 seconds, but 30 seconds after you've done it, somebody else can do it. And bell is 2 minutes personal limit, 120 minutes, 120 seconds at for more global limit. Got headlights on now. Steady on. At least on this train the horn isn't actually too offensive. Not like that other one. Oh my word, that was bad. That were bad news, that was. 40 limit. Oh yeah, let's try not to come off the track on the hill, shall we? What's the Twitch API like? I'm just accessing it with an IRC. I've got a .NET IRC client. That's all it is. Not using the Twitch API. I mean, this literally took 40 minutes to put together, the first version. So I've got brakes on. Dynamic brakes on. Someone tried to release the brakes but they misspelled it. Am I going to set loco brake? I'm not going to touch it. It's you lot that's driving. We're still going. We're still going. Now we just got to make it down the hill. We're currently due in 2.5 minutes late, which isn't bad. You know, when you've got 127 people at the controls, chaos is, you know, bound to reign. Let's mind the speed on the downhill. Mind the speed on the downhill, folks. It's bell space on and bell space off. There's no loco brake command. Yes, there is. Exclamation mark loco brake. How many of the 127 are real drivers? Yeah, well, I think the it probably doesn't really matter. There's so much chaos going on. I say chaos. Actually, we've just made it over a fairly treacherous bit without flying off the track. I mean, GG everybody. That's a good start. 12 miles to go for our first stop. Exclamation mark, stop the train. Remember, if you want to zero the throttle, it's just throttle 50. Add some stuff to this list. Bell on and off. Loco brake 100. Dime brake 0 100. Those are in there now. You can do bell off as much as you want, it's just bell on that's rate limited. You see the controls flapping up and down. Won't the loco brake be useless for this particular train? Probably. It's there as a general feature rather than specifically to this train. I'm trying to implement as much as I can that will work on a wider and wider range of locos. I'm going to have to add steam controls in at some point, but I'm not quite sure how well that will go down. Brakes are on, folks. Should point the camera down a bit. Yeah, let's have a look down, shall we? Hey Mick Gato, model show was great, thank you. You want to take a look at task lists? There you go. Hey 44353, welcome to the stream. Currently running at about just shy of 4 minutes late. Yeah, this train does get a bit quiet, doesn't it? I don't know why that is. Now that we've mastered this train, let's drive the FEF3. I don't know whether Mike would be overly thrilled at me wrecking his steam trains. Once every 120 seconds with a bell, that's a little too much. Well, that's for different people. It's once every 240 seconds for the same person. And given that anyone can type bell off, it's easy to just stop it if someone's trying to spam the bell. But as with all these things, this is all about testing it, seeing how people get on, find out what's annoying, tune it. Dear. Just pain in the neck cough. So how are we doing? 7.3 miles to go. We're running about 4 minutes late, which is really good actually. Got a 65 limit coming up, folks, so we need to get the train slowed down. Shouldn't need me to tell you that. You're all much better at driving than I am. Trying to slow the train down. Do you prefer being able to see the controls moving as well as the HUD? Would you like a different view? Amarilla, yes, this is going much better than the last one, didn't it? Why are the controls acting weird tonight? Josh, I'm not driving. You lot are driving. So as people are issuing commands, they're doing their thing. Yeah, I just, I'm hands-free at this point. I am not doing anything. Put them right behind my head, right here. There you go. See, nothing to do with me. 443 thank you for the host, much appreciated. $22 miles an hour. Is it still free for all? Yeah, Francois. I have getting the team stuff done is not going to be a quick job. It's on my to-do list, but I haven't had a chance to look at it yet. Problem with countdown timers BNSF is that they will spam the chat, which is already spammed. And I don't want to tell people so that they can blow it every 30 seconds, or every 60 seconds. Just, you want to blow it, but you should only be blowing the horn at appropriate times anyway. I want to try and encourage people to blow the horn at appropriate times rather than just randomly all the time. Deltic Dan, the Brighton show is excellent, thank you. Mr. Follow from Ego Terrorist, there, thank you for the follow, Ego Terrorist, much appreciated. Oh, got a 50 limit coming up, doing well. Oh dear, oh dear. Deadly Dorito, blow the horn at appropriate times. Don't know you well enough. No, I know you very well, Deadly Dorito. I know you were one of the ones blowing the horn repeatedly on the last one. Your 14L was a little late there, Amtrak 109, but good attempt. Hey Matt Gatto, Model Railway show was excellent as the Brighton Model Engineering show rather than Brighton Model World. What's my favourite BNSF unit? I'm not sure actually. The show in London is Alexandra Palace, the London Festival of Model Railways. How much model railway stuff did I buy? Oh, I didn't buy any. I'm not spending money on model railway stuff at the moment. I'm trying to save my pennies for a new PC. The S44 definitely rates amongst them. I mean, I've always been a fan of things like GP38 and the SD40, sort of those style of locos. Did we manage to convert money model railway modelers? Yeah, I think we had. I don't know about convert. I don't want to convert people. I want to enhance people's hobby and interest in trains, and I think we did that. How did I manage to write the application for this? I wrote code in C# and stuff happened. It's not particularly complicated actually. What PC spec am I going to buy? Well, PC Specialist have a decent range, so I'm looking at theirs and basically just ticking everything that's at the top of the line and then crying at the price. Three miles to West Norwalk. For those of you that are driving, do remember that the stream visuals are about 15 seconds behind reality, where they are in front of me. However, the commands you type are actioned instantly into the game once I receive them, so you'll see them about 15 seconds later. So you need to think ahead, but you always need to think ahead when you're driving a train. So having 15 seconds of lag shouldn't actually be the end of the world. Diddly do it. I'm excited for the Class 58. Yeah, Class 58 has always actually been a loco I've liked. I've got 2 or 3. We've got 2 or 3 of those in the double O gauge layout. However, if you type !speed, it will tell you the current speed of the loco, and that's the current speed of the loco right now, instantly. So it's completely accurate. So you can use that to gauge roughly what the speed is if you're trying to slow the loco down, and you'll see that speed in about 15 seconds once your video catches up. Don't know if you've noticed, but you can actually see the horn being blown here. 40 limit coming up, and West Norwalk is coming up. What did DTT do right? So dovetail with the stand, showing off the game basically. Hey there, Baz Train fan. Chris Child, thank you for the host, much appreciated. Yeah, let's get slowed down for West Norwalk, although probably shouldn't be slowing down quite that much. How have I set this up? It's a C# application. Half of it is connecting to IRC to talk to the Twitch chat and act as a bot, so it's just standard bot code. And then half of it is connecting to the game, and then essentially there's a bit in the middle which is just relaying commands. There isn't much more to it than that, to be honest. Like I said, the first version of this only took about 3/4 of an hour to put together. It's had a bit of work, probably another 3/4 of an hour since then, but someone did a 14H, the reversing one. Right, West Norwalk coming up 3/4 of a mile. 4-4. Can you tell everyone the horn is your job? No? 40 limit coming up. We need handbrake. Yeah, I don't think we need handbrake. That would just give everyone another way to stop the train and be annoying. Or if you're talking about handbraking into stations. Need a sander command. Oh yeah, sander command. That's not a bad shout, actually. I can add a sander command in. In fact, I'll just quickly throw it in the code for the next time. Okay, I haven't finished writing it, but the hook is there now. Oh dear, oh dear. Nice, slow approach to West Norwalk. Is someone going to turn the bell on? Someone turn the bell on. Don't turn the bell off. Oh, someone turned the bell off. That's it. Can't turn it on for 2 minutes now. So we are coming into West Norwalk and we are around 6 minutes late. That was an excellent stop. Let me just take a look outside, see how you did. Look at this! Look at this! Got the wrong lights on, but you know, we stopped. I'm not going to be harsh about that. Right, timeliness penalty. It's time to rock and roll, folks. Deadly Dorito, you have a command to do American horns, so a 14B for starting, a 14H for reversing, and a 14L for grade crossings. I could have a look at doing a two-tone horn for UK ones. Problem is, it's different for different trains sometimes, with space, shift space, and B, and... Well, I can have a look. Right, so we're off to Buena Park, 5 miles. It's loco brake 0 to get the loco brake off. Oh, all the sound vanished. Oh, this got very quiet all of a sudden. Coming up on the 40. Wow, my throat's going nuts tonight. Go outside view and climb back inside. We've done that now, Amtrak 109. Different camera views. Oh, but yeah, then this is what you'd get if I put different camera views in. This is what the stream would look like. Yeah? Honestly, this is what the stream would look like. I don't think anyone would really enjoy that. There is actually an exclamation mark camera in there, but it's commented out. Digrist, yes, this is all being driven by the people in the chat. It's not being driven by me. I am hands-free at the moment. Is there a speed limit command? Nope, you're driving the train. Derail. Cruise control. No, I haven't done any of the trains that have got cruise control yet. Cab light command. Yeah, Deadly Dorito. The cab light and the instrument lights are all on my my list of things. I think this is what will happen though. This is what it will look like. But yeah, I'm going to add them in because that's harmless enough. See you later, my car. See you later, OMG. It's time for another cup of tea. How about a space launch command? I can't talk on Steam at the moment, my car. Busy. No sugar in your tea. You're sweet enough, aren't you, my friend? You're sweet enough. Hot tea might settle my throat down a bit, that's all I'm thinking. So we got a bit over half a mile to our next stop, which is Buena Park. We're having a bit of problem getting going again. We seem to have stopped. Asda chocolate malted milks. Oh, that sounds really good, Moggy. That sounds really good. Amtrak lover, how much longer? I don't know. You ask everybody that's driving. If we're going to sit here stopped, then we're probably not going to get there. It's only a short scenario, this one. I picked it specifically because it was only a 30-minute scenario. Figuring it ought to have been done within sort of around 4 hours. Sitting cruising around 26 miles per hour at the moment. Coming into Buena Park, quarter of a mile. Welcome back, Chris Rogers. Bell. Oh, bell's on. Look at that. Probably want to keep going at the moment, folks. It's probably a little premature on the stop. Oh, we've got the brakes on. Just taken over the throttle, guys, because someone opened the doors and you had power on, so I've just cut the power. Someone's trying to ruin the scenario. It's Deadly Torito. Come on, Deadly Torito, stop trolling. Right, it's time to go. Right, we're off to Fullerton, which I think is the final stop. It is indeed. one of the things you've got to do when you're doing this is you've got to really pay attention very carefully to the chat, so that you can see exactly what's going on, because everything that's happening on the train is just what's happening in the chat. So if you see someone's opened the doors, then you need to act like it until you know for certain they're not open. Tyron, no, I just Kickback Man had the same question earlier on. I'm going to see if I can get that done this afternoon. So, this afternoon? How long past this afternoon? After the show. So we're in a 79 limit. So 2.3 miles to go. F119 Kev, so at the moment the chat are driving the train. I'm just sitting here relaxing and drinking my tea that I'd just forgotten about entirely. Hopefully it's not cold. Since the objective was to have a nice hot drink for my throat. Matt, forget tea. Oh no, well when I'm having fun watching you guys fail at driving, tea can be forgotten. Does that not allow for excessive trolling? It does. It allows for excessive trolling. Excessive trolling happens. So far they've managed to stop at every station. I had to intervene just to stop it being ruined. But for the most part, we're getting there. The tricky bit is when the doors are open. So I think what I might do is make it so that when the doors are open, it rejects all commands until the doors are closed. In fact, I'll put a note to that effect in. That will make it to where once the train is stopped, it doesn't actually cause a problem. Kind of a bit like an interlocking. Or you could just program TS2016 not to stop the scenario when the doors are open. I can't change TS2016. Everything I do here I've got to do without changing the game. Here it is. Bell, anybody? How come the alert system... I missed that comment. Why don't you put the reverser in the middle? That'd make it a bit harder for anybody to operate the throttle. There we go. Yeah, congratulations everybody. Great work today, engineer. All passengers are on board, and it only took us about 15 minutes longer than it's supposed to. Oh dear, that was good, folks. I don't think we have a high score. Never mind. But yeah, good job. Minus 4883. But to be honest, in these early days, it's not about the score. It's about actually can we finish, and how can I make it to where people can finish. So yeah, give yourself a glod. Give yourself a glod. How come the alert system on this train doesn't have sound? I don't know. Does this train have alert system? I don't know. I don't know whether it actually has an alerter. Okay, right. So let's get back on with some normal antics. I need to shut down that silly bot, otherwise it's going to run amok once we start moving on to the next one. You'll all be trying to drive my steam train. There we go. Bot is gone. Imagine trying to run the whole Pacific Surfliner route during Twitch plays. Yeah, I know. Oh, I know in real life it would have an alerter. I just didn't know whether the train actually had one in the sim, but apparently it does and doesn't really sound. Oh well. Train sim isn't all about glods. Absolutely not. Right, okay, what's next? What's next is... oh yes, 3F.